Hi everybody, I've decided to record the second class as well. I am better, but I thought it might be good to have it in nice little nuggets like this. This is such a long exercise, and it takes so long for me to type while you are watching me type that it might be better or easier if you guys just watch it on your own and um, also allow you to type while you are watching. So I decided to do the second lesson as well, and I'll probably do the law up to the last one like this as well, because the research paper, especially in today's part, there's um, quite a few things to type, and it wastes so much time if I do this live. So um, you guys can just do it when you are available and ready and so on. Okay, I've uploaded the textbook on Google Classroom. The reason why is because the pages I scanned for you is not that clear. So I've indicated the page numbers if you wish to go and have a look there. But I'm also following along from them. So you can just watch the video and copy from the video as well. All right. So we are continuing where we left off or stopped yesterday. Not yesterday, Tuesday. So today we are going to continue with this research paper. Just a quick recap. In the first lesson, we added a header and a page number. We also created a style, and we edited the style, we modified the style, we applied the style, and then we updated the style. And we started typing. We also created the first line indent using this little triangle here. So today we are going to focus more on other things. Quite a lot of technical things in this whole topic. So it would be good for you guys to take time to watch these videos carefully. There's a lot of clicking going on. Okay, so this is where we stopped. They want us to create an autocorrect entry. Okay, I'm going to read what this says here. It says, why would you want to do that? In addition to the predefined list of autocorrect spelling, capitalization, and grammar errors, you can create your own autocorrect entries to add to the list. For example, if you tend to mess up the word computer as computer, you should create an autocorrect entry for it. So that is what we are going to do now. You may not wish to do this. This is everybody's personal, what shall I say, personal preference, but I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so if you want to create an autocorrect entry, this is how we go. Let me turn my page. You will first click on File. Right, then you will go down to Options. Okay, in Options, you will go to Proofing. Okay, and you will notice here that it says there is a button here or a menu item that says change how Word corrects and formats text as you type, and this is where you will click autocorrect options, and this is where we will now make a few changes. So the word that they say they often spell wrong, okay, is the word computer, and they spell it like this. I'm gonna misspell it here. So in the replace box, you will spell the computer word the way they say they misspell it. So okay, Tuer. Okay, not sure who on earth would spell computer like that, but they are saying that is the word that this guy, Mr. Bailey, is saying he spells this word wrong all the time, and he wants it to be replaced with something else. Okay, so the first thing you will do is you will type the word to replace in here, and then you will press tab, which will go to the next box, and it will be replaced with computer spelled correctly. Okay, so you can do this with absolutely anything. Okay, so you can also do it with abbreviations. For example, ASAP. For example, you can write replace ASAP with as soon as possible, or RSVP, or you can actually do anything here and it will be replaced automatically. So if you use your own little abbreviations, let's say for example I do a lot of college stuff, and I would like to replace HCHE with Heidelberg College of Higher Education, then I can do that here. Okay, so just keep in mind. Alright, so we've added everything, and just make sure that this little box is checked. It says replace text as you type. Alright. Okay, what else do they want us to do here? Okay, no, nothing. They just want us to click on add. So that word is now being added to this list. And once we've added it, we can click on OK. There we go. We are now back in the dialog box. Okay, so we can just click on OK to take us out of this dialog box. So if you ever now type computer the wrong way or that way that we just said we should correct, they will correct it automatically. Okay. Okay, then the next thing is to type a little bit of text again, and they say we should start at the end of the first paragraph, and this is the end of the first paragraph. So right there where your cursor is, we are going to start typing. Okay, so this is why I'm pre-recording, so that you guys don't have to watch me type a lot of stuff. So I'm making a space. As you can see, there's a tiny little dot there, and I'm typing. Okay, if the digital code in the computer matches the personal characteristic code, the computer grants access. Examples of biometric devices include fingerprint. Okay, of course, here we have to make a spelling mistake. They want us to say Raidish. Okay, so I'm going to say Raidish, and it should then underline it. And face recognition. Okay, so they wanted me to make a spelling mistake so that you can just see how to correct spelling mistakes as you type. If you can see that it has a red cursive line under it, then you will fix it with readers. All right. Face recognition. Okay, I wasn't done. Systems. There we go. Okay, so we're going to press enter to start a new paragraph. Okay, and just notice what happens. Just notice what happens when you press enter. Because you pressed enter, it's going to start in the first line indent, as you always do when you start a new paragraph. So you will notice that every time you press enter, it's going to start here at the 1.25 centimeter indent that we created in the first lesson. All right, now we're ready to type the next paragraph. Fingerprint reader or scanner captures curves and indentations of a fingerprint. Organizations use fingerprint readers to secure doors, computers, and software. For example, a fingerprint reader can be set up to authenticate users before they can access a computer. Okay, now they want us to press the space bar because we are now going to insert our very first citation. So I'm just making a space, and you can tell that I made a space because of that little dot that you see there, which indicates space. Just notice that when I take it off, it looks a lot cleaner, but at least it doesn't print these show hide buttons. Okay. Okay, so what is the citation? You know, that is basically your referencing. And I'm just reading this short sentence. Word provides tools to assist you with inserting citations in a paper and then later generating a list of sources from the citations. With a documentation style selected, Word automatically formats the citations and lists of sources according to that style. So that is what we are going to do now. We're going to enter our first citation. Okay, so we are going to insert the citation right here where we made the space, and we're going to click on references. Okay, and just notice here that the citations and bibliography box, if I can call it that, or ribbon, is over here. And here in styles, you have quite a few styles to choose from. APA probably the ones the college uses a lot. So if you are doing APA style for your, I know I think it's the social sciences, I think they use APA. I'm not sure about theology. But anyway, we are choosing MLA today because this research paper requires MLA. Okay, and then after you have clicked MLA, we are now going to insert a citation. So you are ready to start, and you're going to click on add a new source. So don't just click. Notice that there is a little arrow. Just click there, and you're going to add a new source. Okay. All right, so quite a lot of stuff to type in here, and don't miss any of it. Just go through it slowly and you won't miss anything. So what source is this guy using? Right, in this specific exercise, he is using an article in a periodical. So you will just click on this little list arrow. They call it a secret arrow. I'm not sure why they call it a secret arrow, because it's not so secret. But anyway, click on that and then scroll down to article in a periodical. When you select that, you will notice that all the content also changes for that specific selection that you made. Okay, so we're going to start by clicking in author, and in author we're going to type Rossi, Marcel, space Enrico. Okay, so his last name is obviously Rossi and his name is Marcel Enrico. All right. Now we're going to go to the title box, which is over here. And in the title box, we're going to type understanding how to use fingerprint readers. So we are typing understanding. Okay. You will notice that we must type it exactly as they give it to us. So I'm using capital letters. How to use, not for the two though, just all the other words. How to use fingerprint readers. Okay, press tab to go to the next line. Okay, so now we need to type the periodical's title, and this specific periodical's title was Digital Security Review. Okay. Okay. What is the year? The year is 2014, so you can just add it in 2014. The month being August. Okay. I'm putting in a full stop, abbreviated, just org. Okay. Then we are going to pages, and pages is NBAG, which means a number of pages. N, okay, space PAG, full stop. So you're going to say N full stop space PAG full stop. Okay, as the number of pages. And then we're going to Medium, and in Medium we will write on the web. So this person found this periodical online, and it was not in a book or something else. Okay, now we're going to click on this little box here that says show all bibliography. Okay, so there's a couple of things that is coming up here that we still need to complete as well. Okay, so the year access, so we are going to scroll down a little bit more. As you can see, we don't have all the information, but we will fill in what they say or what they give us. Okay. In the year accessed, okay, we are typing 2014 as well, so it's obviously a very current exercise. And then we're going to go to the month accessed, and we did access it in October, OCT full stop. All right, So if this article only came out in August, it was a very recent article because we accessed it August, September, 2 months later in the same year. Okay, the day we accessed it was the 3rd of October. So in the day access, you will just type a number 3. We have entered everything that we can, so we will just click on OK. And you will notice now that here it says Rossi, and all the information will be added to our bibliography at the end, or our resource list at the end. But we have already restored everything we can with regards to this author and everything else. Okay, we make a full, if you press end, it just goes to the end of the line. But I'm just going to make a full stop and a space. Okay, now we are going to continue. Where do we continue? Okay, we just keep typing. Okay, so we made a space after we press full stop, and now we are continuing. External fingerprint readers usually plug into a USB port, full stop, to save on disk space. Some laptops include built-in fingerprint readers. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, at this point they are just telling you to save, so I'm just going to click on my save icon there. Okay, now we're going to insert a footnote, and a footnote is not the same as an endnote. What is the difference between the two? A footnote is at the bottom of a page, so each page can have different footnotes, whereas an endnote is at the end of the document, which can be 1,000 pages, but the endnote will be then on page 1,000. So make sure that you don't confuse the two. Okay, so we are going to insert a footnote now with a reference mark. Okay, so the insertion point is now blinking here next to readers, and we are now going to go and click on insert footnote. Okay, you will notice here that my it is saying 1 there at the bottom. There in the text, it's got a little number 1, which indicates it's the first footnote, and here at the bottom is where I will be typing a footnote. Okay, so the footnote we are typing is going to be a paragraph. So we start that. Nadir and White state that fingerprint readers can perform different functions for different fingers, semicolon. For example, one finger runs a program and another finger shuts down the computer. Okay, so so we are stopping here, and I want us to now press a space bar, and we are going to insert a placeholder, citation placeholder now. So you are learning all sorts of interesting words today. First we did a citation, then we did a footnote, then we autocorrect option, but now we are going to do a placeholder. Why would you need a placeholder for a citation? Simply because you may not have all the information available yet. But that means you can just keep the placeholder there until you have the information. All right. So our insertion point is now blinking here next to our space. All right. So we are going to click on insert citation. Okay, so we're going to go here to insert citation, and we are going to click on add a new placeholder. Okay, so in this placeholder we just type a name, and this is where we will later on add more information if we have it. So at this point, we're just adding a placeholder. So in that box, you just type Nadir and you click on OK. So you will note that it is there, but later we must just make sure to correct it. After you've typed Nadir, you can just put a full stop because that is the end of that one. We now want to change the text style of our footer. As you can see at the moment, our footer is 10 font size, which is quite small, but you can actually change it. Okay, so if you right click in a footer, you will see that there is a style option available. As you probably could tell that I clicked twice. Sometimes the first right click doesn't want to bring up the options, so just click until you get this little menu bar. Okay, so right click and then go to style, and in style we can now change the style um, of our document. Okay, um, style, and then we go to category. Here we go, and the category that we are choosing is all styles. Okay, it's the one selected anyway. There we go. And they want us to change Times Roman to 12 font size. So here you can see it's 10 at the moment. So you're going to click on modify, and here you will change it to 12. Okay, and then you will click on, oh, here at the bottom, just go to format. Oh, I think I already did that, but you could have gone here to format, and they say we should go to paragraph. Oh, okay, and just make it double line spacing. So here where you see single, okay, indentation, here spacing, you would just say double. Okay, just quickly want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Yep, looks like it. And then we're going to say okay. Okay, so again, we're going to, so here you click to create a double line spacing, and here you change the font size to 12. And then you will click on OK, like that. And then, of course, you will say apply. And now you will notice that your line spacing in your footer is also double line spacing, and also Nadir is still there. And your font size has changed to 12. Alright, let me stop my video quickly.